It's a heck of a game. We feel very fortunate. It's a great college atmosphere. This is Steve Kirshner, our SID. The Wofford coach does not like him at all. It was in our notes he put down that Michael and I worked in the same gym at camp. Michael was a camper and I was a coach. Michael's 13 years younger than me, so I told him I would jump on him in front of everybody. But
you told that story kind of quick.
If that's the biggest thing I've got to worry about, what a great night, isn't it, that kind of thing. Wonderful atmosphere. As I said, Michael Young was in my camp when I was a high school coach, working for Coach Smith. And then he got back in my gym when I came back and worked as an assistant. So I've known him since he was 13 or 14 years old. That club, as you remember, if you don't, I definitely remember what happened to us last year. They spanked us in our own building. But I feel really good about what our guys did. Kenny Williams, to me, was the story of the game. As a senior, didn't score. I told him it was okay to score some also, but he was 0 for 3. Did have 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers. But he chased Fletcher all night long, and that's hard to do. I mean, you even saw him. Kenny jumped up in the air and he stepped inside and hit a floater left-handed. He's one of the best shooters I've ever seen from unorthodox position. So to me, and then Steve brought this up to me as well, was after he hurt his shoulder and I put him back in, the first thing he did was dive into the stands over there. And what I liked then is he checked with the older lady to make sure that she was okay. I should just say lady, don't leave out the older, she may make her mad. But I thought we handled the ball a little bit better in the second half. We moved ourselves and moved the ball better in the second half. Cam Johnson hit 3 big threes for us. We had one stretch where I think they cut it to 2 or 3, and Luke made 3 free throws, and Cam made a 3, and then they scored, and Cam made another 3, I think, and they never did get it back into the 1 or 2 possession game after that. But I feel very pleased with what Garrison did, very pleased with what Luke did, 8 for 9 from the foul line. We out-rebounded them 35-27. I think it was even at halftime, so it was a good game for us.
They tied it at 46, and you mentioned Cam's threes. What was the difference in that stretch, aside from hitting some of those shots?
That was really it. I mean, he had some good looks. We know he's a good shooter. We talked about before the game that somebody said he shot in the 30s last year after being a 40% three-point shooter the year before. And I said, yeah, I think he's going to be better. He's healthier. And, you know, he's not jumping over the gym. It's not changed that part, but he's not playing like he has been in the past. And so, and the other thing, we played small some and played Cam at a 4. It's hard for the other guys to find him as a 4-man out on the floor. So, but no, I think those baskets that he made were probably the biggest offensive plays of the game.
Roy, the fact that the seniors played as well as they did tonight, is that just a testament to the fact that they've been here before and done that kind of thing?
Well, it's probably a testament that they're pretty good players, but they can handle the atmosphere, they can handle what's going on the court and focus on that. I got mad at Luke, took him out about the 4 or 5 minutes at the end of the first half, and he didn't think about that in the second half. He played basketball. And again, Cam's big shots, and Kenny, I don't know if Kenny will win the defensive player of the game, but I know he worked harder defensively than anybody.
Coach, can you just speak to the effort from Garrison Brooks? I mean, 30 seconds in the game there, he was diving on the ground for a loose ball.
Well, he's fresh then, so it's not that big a deal to me. When you're retired, it's a big deal. But Garrison, there's a reason he started. Because he's of those guys that have a right to or play in that position. He's played the best. He's the most dependable. I jumped on everybody except him at halftime because in the first half we took really bad shots. Luke made 1 3 that was really a good shot. Another one he made wasn't a very good shot. But Garrison kept us in the game in the first half of his inside play.
What have you seen from the progression of 7th Woods?
I thought he gave us a lift about the dive on the floor and getting us a basket on the other end. I think he really did some good things for us. As I said many times, this is the first year he's been healthy. Didn't appreciate his one-hand pass off the dribble out of bounds when it was 3-on-1. Just like B-Rob flying through the air and passing the ball and charging guys. As much as I talk about it, I shouldn't see those things. But I think 7th gave us a great lift. I really do. And I liked Kobe, you know, because he had struggled and made a drive to the basket, made a shot, and then we got an offensive rebound, and Luke found him in the corner, and Kobe made a big 3. So, both of them, excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Oh, well, I was gonna ask about Kobe. You seemed like you struggled in the first half, but settled down. You think it was nerves?
Yeah. First game's college guy, I still remember. No, there's not anybody in here old enough. Phil Ford's first game. Guess what the headline said? Ford turned into an Edsel. You damn people aren't even old enough to know what an Edsel is. So there was a freshman out there playing basketball and did a nice job for us.
Roy, you play as many games like this in smaller schools as anyone. Why are they important to you?
I don't act like I'm good at two shoes. I like to play places like this. And Gary Walters was the AD at Princeton one time when I was at KU and wrote me a letter about they couldn't get anybody to come play home and home with them. And that's a little kind. We did that, and I thought that was a pretty good feeling, and it's what college athletics should be. I don't mind going on the road. I think playing in different atmospheres is good for your team. And, but, other people do the same thing, maybe not get as much attention. I like playing games like this when we win, too. We played Bobby Cremens at the College of Charleston to dedicate the arena, and they won. Bobby thanked me and thanked me and thanked me. I said, you should thank me. You beat our butts. But, we did UNC Asheville like that. We've got Elon to, I think, dedicate the arena to, right? So it's something I enjoy doing.
Coach, your point guard situation, is it going to be a work in progress for the young kids?
Both of them are going to play, but Kobe, throughout the course of the entire preseason, has deserved the starting time. But they're both going to play. If I were a football coach, I'd play two quarterbacks every game, too. I'd get fired probably also.
You spoke on Kobe. What did you see out of this year, Little and Leaky Black in this game?
Leaky's going to be a really good player, really good defensively. I wanted him to use his length on Fletcher. Even when Kenny got hurt, we chose Leaky to go in the game at that point. And he jumped up in the air one time and got it inside on him. But Leaky's going to be good. Nasir's going to be good. We had a substitution. Neither one of them knew who the Dickens ever guarding out there, so they got to mature quickly at this level.
What was the key to that stretch? Was it locking down on defense?
I thought defensively, I thought defensively we were pretty good the whole game. I mean, you think about the shots that Fletcher made, there were some tough shots. I mean, again, he stepped inside and made a left-handed jumper. So defensively, I think we were pretty consistent the whole game, but we moved better on offense, and then having Cam knocking those, was it 3 threes in the second half?
He had 9 out of 14 points in that stretch.
That stretch was huge for us. That stretch was huge. I mean, the story of the game to me is Garrison, Kenny's defense, and Cam making those big shots during that stretch run. I guess Luke gets 24, and I believe he's one of the top 3 players in the game, so it means I expect a lot out of him. Anybody else?
Coach, we saw that Kenny exited the game late with a shoulder injury. What's the status on that right now?
He came back in. He just jammed it on the floor. He hit the floor, and somebody hit it and jammed it down even more. And they said he had full range of motion, and he wanted to get back in there, see if he could stop one more basket. And so I put him back in. I'm not saying he's fine. He'll probably be stiff and kind of think tomorrow. We'll wait and see.
So I locked him as